women.
She's a girl. She can't be tempted.
We got her.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natasha.
Hello. You have already clearly noticed, because of my stupidness, that I'm a woman. I'm afraid. I know what you're thinking. Women can't be funny. Female comedians are shit. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I hate feminists. You know, who do they think they are, trying to tell us that we're just as good as men when clearly we're not? I'm willing to accept that. In fact, I would definitely say that my life would be so much easier if the women's movement had just never happened. For one thing, now I have to go to work. As far as the right to vote goes, I mean, what about the right not to vote? I get guilt-tripped into giving a shit about the election every 4 years by my guardian reading friends and colleagues, when frankly, life's complicated enough, isn't it? Periods, childbirth. I don't have time to worry about politics. I've got enough on my plate. And you know, for all the good that education and emancipation have done us, when you look at all the women in our society who have done really well for themselves and have their own TV shows and stuff, you know, Katie Price, Colleen Rooney, Cheryl Cole, they've all done it by doing what women do best: shagging footballers and getting their tits out. Cheryl Cole's a good example of a woman who's gone a bit too far. I mean, she should have stuck with what she was good at, being a wag who everyone adored and felt sorry for because her bastard husband was cheating on her all the time. We were willing to overlook the fact that she'd be up the odd toilet attendant, no one's perfect. But then, Simon Cowell came along and gave her a proper job on The X Factor as a judge. What was he thinking? Women can't make decisions. We're too hysterical, aren't we, with all those hormones flying around the place? I mean, Cheryl proves that week after week. Every time it comes to deadlock, she can't choose between the bottom two acts. She just bursts into tears instead. That's what happens when you give a woman a man's job. But you know, to be fair to Cheryl, I mean, it's not just her. I mean, all women in the public eye are in a very difficult position, aren't they? Because then you get into the whole role model territory, and you know, as we all know, women are not capable of being role models. Look at Kate Moss, another woman who's become extremely successful by taking her clothes off and never opening her mouth. She knows what's good for her. Because she's in the public eye, people criticise her for that and interpret her silence as a complete lack of moral integrity. Remaining loyal to John Galliano despite his anti-Semitic outburst. Being a business partner to Philip Green, one of the UK's most notorious tax dodgers, lighting up on the catwalk on National No Smoking Day. It's not her fault that she can't ever do the right thing. She's a woman. Her job is to walk up and down on a catwalk, not to make important socio-political statements. So why doesn't everyone just give the poor girl a break? She's got a pretty face. What more can we ask for? In this crazy mixed-up world where women are confused about their identities and unaware of their limitations, there is one shining beacon of hope in the form of big fat gypsy weddings. Those girls have got their priorities right. I mean, they teach us all a lesson, really, don't they? They don't give a shit about their education, but they certainly learn the important things in life from a very young age, as we all saw. How to dance like a whore, how to dress like a slut, and most importantly, never to put up a fight when a man's groping you. It may look like low-level sexual assault to us, that's just the feminist in us talking. No, it's called grabbing, and it's an ancient courtship ritual. And if you can just learn to live with that, then you too can end up married as a teenager and spending your life in a caravan. The beautiful thing about the big fat gypsy wedding philosophy is that it has such a universal application, doesn't it? I mean, I think the Middleton sisters have definitely taken a leaf out of their book on the same ultimate goal of trying to get a husband. I mean, Kate Middleton, she's beautiful, she's charming, she's sophisticated, she's well educated. Yet what did she do when she really wanted to get Prince William's attention when she met at St Andrews? She got her kit off, of course. That's all she needed to do. She walked out in front of him in her underwear at that fashion show and she's never looked back since. And Pippa Middleton, her little sister, she's playing by the exact same rules now, isn't she? I mean, did you see her ass at the royal wedding? She played that card well, didn't she, on a day when she knew that 2 billion people would be watching the back of her. As she was carrying Kate's train around all day, she just happened to choose a dress in which her arse looked amazing. There's already a Facebook group, the Pippa Middleton Arse Appreciation Society. It's got 173,000 members already. Like them, Prince Harry couldn't take his eyes off it, could he? I mean, poor old Chelsea Chelsea looks like a pedigree version of Jade Goody. Chelsea doesn't stand a chance against an arse like that, does she? I mean, say what you want about the Middleton sisters, but they certainly know how to make the most out of their assets. And I think they'd be the first to agree with me when I say that feminism is completely overrated. So Jermaine Gray can fuck herself for all I care. Because frankly, no one else is going to.